Good morning, everybody. Theresa here. It is October 5th, 2015, Monday morning. It is almost 10 a.m. I've been up since about 9. Had to go get my dogs in. Charlie was raising Cain about something. It is 46 degrees out right now. The high will only be 69. Hi, Charlie. And the low will be 44. We had more rain yesterday morning, which was really nice. But by the time that we went outside yesterday to decorate. Remember I told you guys that Sunday I was hoping that my husband would help me, would get down some boxes out of the rafters in the garage. And I could sort through them. Well, we did that. And we sorted through them, gave part of the bigger stuff, like the hand-painted signs, the big light-up pumpkin, stuff that we weren't going to use, we downsized, and stuff we weren't going to use, we gave to her. Or she will come over sometime this week and pick it up. We did that, and then we went outside to decorate. By the time we went outside to decorate, it was still cold out. But it had stopped raining and stuff, so my husband got all the orange lights on the hedges. We have a full hedge along the front of our house and up the side. So we got that going, and I've got hanging witches and light up skulls, and I do have a smaller light up pumpkin, and you know me, and I've got body parts hanging off of cheesecloth, bloody cheesecloth, and of course I had embellished the body parts to make them look zombied and rotting and stuff. And so yeah, if you're friends with me on Facebook, you've seen pictures of what it looks like in the daytime, what it looked like at night when it lit up. If you're not friends with me on Facebook, click the link below and become friends with me on Facebook. Why not? That way you get to see pictures of what I'm making, and you get to see pictures of how I'm decorating, and also there's pictures of the inside of my house, because I have a permanent horror display, horror/Halloween display that stays up all year long, including a light up Halloween tree, my light up skulls that change colors, my head in a jar, my head's hanging on the wall. You get the point. So, yeah, as you see, my incense man had to be moved over here because there's no more room, because I have some hand-painted ceramics. You can see a picture of that in Facebook that I did over here. Because when we got down boxes of stuff I haven't seen in years, of like hand-painted ceramics I've done, and stuff. So that's why it took so long yesterday, with combining the old with the new and purging, and you know what I mean. So that's what we did. And then we were really hurting, and we laid down. And then in the evening, my husband had put that injected pork butt in the smoker for quite a few hours, and then he cooked it on 275 in the oven for 3-4 hours. It was just tender as can be and stuff. It was very good. So did that, and I decorated, like I said, inside some. I still have one more box of stuff to go through today, so I'm not done decorating inside. Like I said, most of this stuff will stay up year round. Some of the stuff, which is specifically Halloween geared, will not stay up year round. It will go downstairs, or it will be put up. after Halloween. But most of the stuff will be year-round stuff. So, what else? That's about all I did. I haven't heard on the insurance. Hopefully, I have a feeling I'll hear this week. Toward the end of this week. For some reason I keep having this feeling. I hope I'm right. You know, and then I just have this feeling that this is a week I'll hear. Into this week will be week 3, so, you know, yeah. I didn't get any looming done because I was so busy with that. So today I need to finish going through my decorations, deciding what I'm going to further give to my daughter. You know, yeah, we have thrown away some stuff. We took down the rope lights that have been lining our windows outside for the last probably 7-8 years. Well, you know, part of it finally burned out and stuff, so we took that down, just threw those away. We're not going to replace them this year. Jasper! Cat's climbing in everything. Jasper! He's such a destructive cat at times. I don't have anything here. But anyway, we did that. So today I need to finish decorating, and I've got to clean this house. And then I've got to get back to the looming. You know, I've got to get back to working on that Afghan. You know, because I'd like to be really far on that before that yarn comes in, so I can do that shawl for Mary. She ordered a black webbed shawl. So, need to do that. Then I'm going to probably make some more infinity scarves and stuff to put on Etsy. You know, my Etsy link is always below. I did make the announcement yesterday that we will be closing down the GoFundMe account on the 15th of October because, you know, I just feel that's long enough. And I feel like I'm begging, and that's not me. I would rather have people, I'd rather have people order stuff. You know, they wouldn't contribute that way. You know, I'll figure out a way to make it happen. You know, it's meant to be, and I'll figure out a way. I'm trying not to overly stress myself out about the finances because everybody goes through some financially hard times, and it does no good to stress out over it. It is what it is, what it is. So, you know, I know we're not wasting money. I'm not one to go out and buy stuff that I absolutely don't need, and, you know, unless I have the extra money, and like I said, we aren't eating out but maybe once or twice a month, and then it's very cheaply, you know. So it's just the way it is. Yeah, protein, scoop of vanilla whey, tablespoon of peanut butter, almond milk, and ice. So that's good. I always do mine in the blender, if anybody's wondering. Oh, I'm checking, make sure my husband took that goodie bag that I did him of, and you see that on Facebook too, of the protein powders and the protein bars and different medications in case he's not feeling well at work, because we live about 30 miles from our house to where he works, so, you know, and there again, you know, we're not one to just go spend $5-10 extra dollars, you know, going to buy like some Pepto-Bismol or something when we have some at home. So, you know, That's the way it is with us. What else can I tell you guys? I have no idea what we're having for dinner. I have not gotten that far. I will have to think about that. I'm thinking maybe some fish. Maybe I will cook up some fish. Yeah, I don't know. I have no. What are you guys gonna have for dinner? Anything healthy? It's gotta be healthy. Gotta be healthy, lean protein, vegetable, very low carb. What are you guys having? Help me out here. Oh, excuse me, because I have no idea what to cook for dinner. None. You know. Want to say I'm sorry if it seems like my vlogs are boring, but everyday life is not real exciting, and I'm not gonna start performing and acting like making things up or acting phony or anything, because that's just not me. I keep it real. So nothing against it, but I've noticed that some people I feel like are being overly happy. Don't have to be, I mean, to me, I'm not gonna, this is just how I am. If I come on here and I'm being silly, I'm just being silly. If I come on here and I'm being a little more serious, that's the way that day is. I never fake it with you guys. So, I mean, not every day can be an exciting, ooh, everyday life, the drudgery of everyday life is not always that exciting. That's why if everyday life were exciting and upbeat and stuff, you wouldn't remember when things happen. You wouldn't remember when good unexpected things happen or bad things happen. Because it would just be so much of the norm, And I feel like be grateful when nothing really is going on, because, that can be a good thing too. So, I got a little bit of a rant, and some of you may not like it, but, this is how I feel, and I'm going to keep it real. Really ticks me off, and it's not my dog, not my business, but it really hurts my heart to see our neighbors across the alley. They have this beautiful black lab. Her name is Chloe. Now, Chloe, since Chloe has been a puppy, has always run along the fence line. We are two of the few that don't have a privacy fence up. We have chain link. So she has always run along the fence line. There's their yard, and then we have an alley, and then a big alley, and then our fence line right across from each other. She has always run up and down that fence line, and our dog's doing the same thing, frolicking, barking, having a great time, greeting each other. She's done this for probably about 2 or 3 years now. It's been a joy to watch. They decided to buy her a bark collar. Now, I must say, and I'm sorry, and I know some of you may view differently, and that's your right and in your opinion, but I absolutely hate with a passion bark collars. I would rather listen to a dog bark than have it be shocked in its neck with a bark collar. I think it's inhumane. I think it's just horrible. I'd like to see the owner wear it and go through that. This poor dog yesterday, my dogs are outside, and my dogs are being excited because they see their friend Chloe. So Charlie and Missy, because Max is gone now. He used to do it too. Are running along the fence line with Chloe, barking. Every time Chloe would bark, she'd get shocked. Well, my dog are understanding why Chloe's not barking back. That's her friend. That poor dog kept getting shocked. And my husband, my dog kept barking, and I was in the garage, and I told Brad, I said, you gotta get them in because they're really barking. He's like, oh, well, they're just out playing with Chloe. And I don't know, it was just, Charlie was barking too much. It's just like, excuse me, it's like, no, I don't want anybody to have to listen to that a whole bunch. Well, when he went out there, evidently they said, oh, well, yeah, Chloe wasn't barking back. They got her a bark collar. I noticed today, looking out my back kitchen window, that Chloe is walking around with her tail tucked between her legs. She's afraid to even go down in the yard. Totally destroyed that dog's beautiful spirit. Totally destroyed that dog's beautiful, free spirit. That dog wasn't causing any problem. Now, I'm sorry, if you're a pet owner and you'd rather do that than let that damn dog in because it's part of your family, that really just pisses me off. I'm sorry. I'm just going to say how it is. It just royally pisses me off. And if I could, I'd go over there and cut that fucking collar off of that dog. Because that's just, to me, just not right. How would you like to be shocked every time? I mean, here you are, you're an animal, and you haven't gotten in trouble before for barking. And all of a sudden, every time you bark, you get shocked? Back when I had 6 dogs, I never let them bark excessively. I would get up and let them in. And I do the same now that I only have 4. I got a feeling that one of the neighbors might have complained because she will bark for hours sometimes. I think they leave her outside and they leave. And I know there's been somebody calling Metro, we've never called Metro on any of our neighbors, but which is a dog catcher. Why not just leave your dog inside instead then? It really bothers me. It's really sad to see that dog spirit be destroyed like that. With all their fancy toys and their, travel trailers and boats and ATVs and hot tubs and la-di-da-di-da, and that's how little you think of an animal. You take all the toys and shove them. Love that animal. Those animals are a gift. Those animals are our companions, our best friends, part of our family. I would never, ever, ever put a bark collar on one of my animals. Never. And studies show anyway that a lot of times the dog gets used to the being shocked and will just do it anyway. But yeah, Chloe's quiet. She no longer walks or runs around that yard proudly like she owns it. She's got her tail tucked between her legs and she's just kind of slinking and afraid to even go down their stairs. So I don't think too much of them now. And if they think that we're going to get shock collars or bark collars for our dogs, they got another damn thing coming. Because I'm not gonna. Ever. Like I said, I've never let my dogs be out in the backyard and bark excessively. If you hear my dog barking for 20 minutes, that's excessive for me. Usually they start barking for 10 minutes. Within 10 minutes span, they're in the house. I've even had neighbors comment about how quiet our dogs are and they don't hear them bark much. It's like, well, yeah, I don't just leave them out in the yard to raise hell with the whole neighborhood. Anyway, that's my whole rant. Yeah, I'm a pissed off pet owner. That's just the way it is. I've set up my whole life around these animals. That's big part of the reason that that I work at home and stuff, and so they're not just locked up in the house. You're bored and lonely all day long. You know, all my life I wanted to rescue dogs and cats, and that's what I've done. So, anyway, that's the way it is. And I wanted to say heartfelt condolences for the passing of Caleb Logan, for Brett Taylor family. Don't worry about making videos and vlogs, guys. Just do you, okay? I know a lot of people have been asking when you guys are going to start doing your daily vlogs. You know, don't worry about them. Just you guys take your time to grieve for your beautiful son that passed. You know, nothing will ever replace him. And I'm sure I'm sorry, because that is just a pain no parent wants to ever experience. So, but anyway, I'm going to get off here because I got a lot to do. And remember, I think you guys are awesome. Cherish each other. Cherish your friendship in your family, if you have family. Cherish your animals. And be good to each other. Remember that I love you. And I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye.